Are you ready for a pixie book? Come on and listen in. With stories full of wonder, it's time now to begin. Hello there, children. I hope you're all well and happy. Hello, storybook. It's time to share a story. Oh, our story today is called Peter Rabbit. Once upon a time, there was a young rabbit named Peter. Peter was known to be quite the mischievous rabbit. Well, that means that he would do things he wasn't supposed to do, and oftentimes would get himself into trouble. Peter had 3 siblings named Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. Every morning, after breakfast, their mother would tell them, "Children, it's time to go outside to play." And every day, she would remind them not to go under any circumstances into Mr. McGregor's garden. She would say, "Don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden, because if you do, he will surely spray you with his water hose." The little rabbits loved the carrots and celery and salad leaves that grew in the garden, but they most definitely did not like to be sprayed with a water hose. Mopsy, Flopsy, and Cottontail listened to their mother and decided to play hide-and-seek nearby. They always listened to their mother, but for Peter, this morning was different. It was Peter's birthday, and on his birthday, he wanted to do whatever he wanted. Certainly, he could sneak into Mr. McGregor's garden for a little bit of yummy food on his birthday without getting caught, being the bright and resourceful little rabbit he thought himself to be. And so, as soon as he was outside, Peter quickly made his way to Mr. McGregor's garden before anyone would try to stop him. Mr. McGregor's garden was always full of the best fruits and vegetables a rabbit could ever ask for. Peter, when he arrived, snuck under the gate and began feasting on anything and everything he could find. Cucumbers, lettuce, and parsley, blueberries, melons, and figs, and, of course, his favorite of all, crunchy orange carrots. Peter was hopping around the garden carelessly, nibbling on this and sampling a bit of that, and was beginning to feel his stomach getting full. But he just couldn't stop eating. The food was the best he had ever tasted. Finally, Peter was about to take a big bite of a large orange carrot when he heard a low, raspy voice behind him. "Now, what do we have here?" the voice said. Peter turned around slowly to see who the voice belonged to. There, standing many feet taller than him, was old Mr. McGregor. "Aha! A little thief making a mess of my garden. Well, I know just what to do with you," Mr. McGregor said. Mr. McGregor reached down, grabbed his water hose, and pointed it at Peter's face. Peter jumped out of the way just in time and quickly ran over and hid himself in the lettuce leaves. "I can still see you, little bunny," Mr. McGregor roared, pulling his hose towards Peter. Peter knew he couldn't stay where he was, but he didn't know where to go. He couldn't see where the gate was from under the leaves. Peter saw Mr. McGregor's feet right before him and, overcoming his fear, quickly hopped past him to escape. He safely made it to the fence, but the gate was nowhere to be seen. Peter thought he would manage to burrow under the fence, but after only a few swipes, his tummy started hurting. He was so full. He needed to rest to calm his tummy, but he wasn't safe yet. Then he saw a small chipmunk gathering nuts on the other side of the fence. "Hello, could you help me, please? I'm lost and very scared. Where is the gate to the garden?" Peter asked the chipmunk. The chipmunk, whose mouth was full of nuts, pointed behind Peter. Peter Rabbit turned and saw the gate way on the other side of the garden. Standing right in the middle of the garden, blocking Peter's way, was old Mr. McGregor. Peter, with no other option and his full aching belly, took off. He zigzagged about the garden, hopping this way and that, desperately trying to make it to the other side as fast as possible. Trying with all his might to not get sprayed with Mr. McGregor's water hose. The gate got closer and closer, and Peter felt like he was almost home free. But just as he made it to the gate and hopped through, he felt a rush of cold water throw him to the ground. Peter was now on the safe side of the fence, which was good, but he was soaked in cold water, which was bad. Peter slowly hopped home, sad, shivering, and with a very sore stomach. When he finally got home and opened the door, his mother, along with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, were all waiting for him with balloons and hats and horns. "Happy birthday, Peter!" they all cried. "Look, Peter," Mother said, pointing at the table. "Oh, I've prepared your favorite supper. Sweet roasted carrots, mashed potatoes with hazelnut gravy, and for dessert, bumbleberry pie." But when she turned and saw Peter drenched and shivering, her smile turned into a frown. "Oh, dear me. You went to Mr. McGregor's garden, didn't you? Oh, Peter, how many times have I told you?" Peter suddenly sneezed. "Achoo!" And then he sneezed again. "Achoo!" And again. "Achoo! Okay, birthday boy, it's a hot bath, a spoon of cod liver oil, and straight to bed for you." Later, after his hot bath, Peter got into some warm pajamas. He was still shivering. His mother gave him the cod liver oil, ooh, yuck, and then tucked him into his bed. She then poured him some hot mint tea. The tea did manage to warm him up a bit and soothe his still aching belly. As he was slowly dozing off, he could hear his brothers munching away on his special birthday dinner. That night, Peter swore that he would never disobey his mother again. Achoo! The end. Oh, poor Peter. So remember, children, mothers really do know best. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Did you like this story? Oh, then let me know by clicking on the like button.